Good evening, everybody. How is everyone on this glorious Friday? Absolutely beautiful weather. I'm enjoying it. I actually went outside. I did some stairs. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, check out playlist on my channel, Stair Masters Transformers Challenge, where you can watch me lose 100 pounds. I go from a rotund, muscular dude down to this scrawny little 170-pound guy now. It's amazing. Check those videos out. Stairs. Now you're listening to the world's greatest DJ, stair climbing maniac, functional alcoholic. That's right. And your best friend, Julian Orbit. Sit back, relax, have a drink, hang out. We're here for you. During all this turmoil, you can actually sit back and relax and just listen to us talk about a movie about Tom Green. You guys remember Tom Green? Man, I never forgot him, but he hasn't been on YouTube in 7 years. Welcome back, Tom. It's good to have you back. So tonight's movie review segment is Freddy Got Fingered, 2001, directed by Tom Green, screenplay by Tom Green, starring Tom Green, Rip Torn, Marissa Kulan. I can never say her name, but I believe she was in Super Troopers. Correct me if I'm wrong. Eddie Kai Thomas, that's I believe from American Pie. Did he ever do anything else? I didn't look it up. Didn't have time. I was doing stairs. And Harlan Williams, stand-up comedian. I like his stuff. Good stuff. Guest appearances by Anthony Michael Hall and Drew Barrymore. And I believe at the time, Tom Green was married to Drew Barrymore. Nepotism rocks. Joining us tonight in this order, superstar streamer, intergalactic man of hats, two-time master of the Strawberry Run at Sunshine Ski Resort, Tronixization. Make sure to head over to his channel, subscribe. If you guys like playing Diablo, subscribe, right? Check it out. If you want to see him stream some Raid Shadow Legend, the most popular online game in the world right now, go over to his next channel, Raid Shadow Legends. Come on, people, get in there. Boop, boop, beep, boop. Also joining us tonight, Stairmaster, author of the piano, motorcycle hoonigan, Maboius. Come on in, boys. Come on in. Come on. I'm waiting for you.
Howdy.
Good evening. How are you guys?
Awake, honestly.
Awake.
I'm
Doing that
good.
good.
I'm good.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel after stairs, bro?
Feel like I did 13 stairs, 13 laps.
Nice. Oh, yeah. 13 laps, right? Good one. Good one. Good one.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Yeah, we actually went and worked out before the stream. Doing some stairs. Now I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this show. Wow. So, oh man, we got some hang on, we got some comments here. Eat some burgers. Well, James, you know that you and I can polish off 10 each. We've done it. Oh, exactly 10 each. You bet. Oh, Cagey guy's here. Hey, bro. Nice to see you.
I can eat 11.
Yeah, you.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is
Chicken
that a
burgers.
challenge? If you want to
But
see us, see who can eat the most burgers.
oh, if you guys actually want to see us do a burger challenge, leave a comment, hit subscribe,
Subscribe.
click
Do we have
like.
do we have to eat the bun?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question because I don't really do like I'm keto, so I don't do buns, but I'll eat. You know what? To make it fair, I'll eat twice the amount of burgers. I can do it.
Buns are the fatty part.
Yeah, we don't
This
want.
man has died of beef poisoning.
James
Never.
can do it. Nice, nice. So, Freddy got fingered. I haven't seen this in a long time. How about you guys?
2001.
Yeah, it's been a while. One thing I could say, I have an affinity for Tom Green because he started off in public access television, much like myself. I used to be a guest on various shows in and public
On what
access.
show?
I
The
I was on
what
playing
show?
games with Peter Hill.
Peter
I,
Hill.
I was on Peter Hill on the Move as well when he
Good
was at
old Peter Hill.
Peter. Hey, oh Pete, if you're watching, click subscribe. Yeah, he's probably dead in a gutter somewhere. I was on Cooking with Vina. She needed a guest, and I just happened to be in the studio that day, and I got to taste some very delicious Indian food. And I honestly hope that being on public access would give me some sort of presence and career, or maybe no, it led to nothing.
Nah,
It, le-
man. Like I
it
said,
literally,
you're
you know what
here
it led
with
to?
us, bro.
Oh, well, led
You're
to
here
this.
with us. You're doing
Well,
this show.
I'd say the pirate radio show led to this, not public access TV, but whatevs. It's all relevant. But
Our
I used
paths
to
lead
used to
us
enjoy
to
it.
where we are.
Mhm.
That
I
was a
used to enjoy it.
saying
It's fun.
of Pepsi.
Public access is great. Like you paid them a small fee and you could have a show. Why not? Channel 9. Does Channel 9 still exist? Probably
No
not,
clue.
eh?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know if that signal thing exists. Even
hmm, yeah, just
it's all digital.
I know, but it was so cool, you know?
Yeah,
Like it's
you just buy a TV, turn it on, and you automatically get 4 free fucking channels. It's
I
great.
know. And like Access had Bollywood theater every Saturday. Tronics and I used to watch it. I'd crank it as loud as possible at 9 a.m. on a Saturday and drive my roommates
Beautiful.
absolutely up the wall. But I enjoyed it because I mean, it's got good music. The women are hot.
Those hips don't lie.
Those hips don't lie. Oof.
I was watching this thing on YouTube.
Hmm.
It's in India. They have
YouTube.
like this head bop thing in India, and it's part of their language. And
I'm trying.
like you go like this, and it's like a thing in India.
Does it
It's,
mean something? I'm always just doing that.
yeah, no, but it's. I mean, look it up on YouTube. It's there. It exists. It's a thing. It's part of their language. It's something a lot of Indian people. It's just part of their thing.
Gage guy, I have not met him. Thank you. Nor would I want to. Not interested.
Assassin.
Yeah. Jalexon
Alex
started.
Jones.
Don't say that word ever.
Oh.
Jalex Aeon started. Oh, did he really? I didn't know that.
The frogs. Frogs.
Take this pill. It'll make you the most manly man.
Frogs are gay.
Oh man. I have to admit I've watched some of it and it's hilarious. Like he's gotta be acting. There's no way.
He's so entertaining.
It is entertaining
He's
whether
almost
you like him or
he's
not.
so entertaining. You just want to believe almost everything he says.
Uh-oh. Indoctrinated. Do
Mm.
do do. All right, so let's move on here. I know you need to hit the highway because that's why you're drinking.
No.
Drink, drink, drive, kill. Oh, don't sing that song. As if Henry Rollins cares. All right, so we come across our hero of the show here, laying in bed like a maniac, looking at his drawings, just laughing to himself. I've done that. You ever done that?
No,
Then you've never drawn before. You're not a doodler.
I'm not a doodler. I can't doodle. I can't
Yeah,
even
you-
draw a horse.
I
can
would
draw a
actually
snowman.
like to see your drawing of a horse, Sean.
Yeah, now I'm like, could you draw us a horse?
I'm like totally. I'm on board for that. That's like my number 3 goal in
How
life
about
is to
this?
see a horse drawn by you.
I'll draw a horse. I'll get my nieces and my nephews to draw horses, and I'll
Right.
hold
And
them
then you'll
all
be
up,
like,
and you guys
which one
have
is
to
mine?
choose which one's mine.
Okay. So Tuesday's show.
Tuesday's show. Do
We
you want
expect
you want
to see the horses.
I'll see if
Nice.
I can.
arrange this?
I'll
Yes.
see if I can get them
It's been-
all pictures of all the horses sent to me.
Totally.
Goodbye, horses.
Huh?
I'm crying over you. You're allowed to sing that. They don't mind. Out of all the songs, you won't get a copyright strike for that one. Sing it all you want. I'd fuck me. Goodbye. All right, sorry.
And then there's the car of the century.
The Le Baron. I own this car. I bought it from your mom, Jonix.
Yeah, but it wasn't a convertible.
I know. But it had the slant six in it, and it was powerful and would refuse to die. The thing would not die. It was amazing.
That's an amazing engine.
Till it was pushed down the hill.
Some of these are a little out of order for some reason. Well, whatever. We
all
can just
know
talk
what
about.
happens here.
We all know the scene. Look at that horse. He's like, uh oh.
Oh yeah.
Who's this weirdo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why these are out of order today. Weird. It's
I'm
This is so
surprised.
far in
Like
order.
they should have like played some Marvin Gaye during this scene.
Let's get it out.
Because of that last picture, I actually have a question for you if you go back.
Let's go back.
Does he actually skateboard?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
So
Yes,
he's
he
doing
does.
his own tricks and stuff.
Yep.
He
totally
did.
him.
He did. In the mall there. I do have shots of that. For some reason, this app is jumping ahead in the numbers. I don't know why. I painstakingly numbered everything so it wouldn't do this, but it doesn't matter. We're talking
Tom
about
Green,
Tom.
he's pretty multi-talented. He's a skateboarder.
He's a rapper.
He's a freestyle rapper. Yep. He. What was that? What was the title he did?
Check the OR. You liking
Yeah.
it so far?
Yeah.
Tom, I swear to
Yeah,
God,
it
if
says
you
shit.
copyright strike this. I always like this scene because he shows up at
Oh,
the
fuck
cheese
your horse.
sandwich. The cheese sandwich factory. Like, it's like, look at this sign. That's hand painted. It's just like two pieces of wood. Like, he probably made it himself. The budget for this was actually pretty low.
They probably spent it all on the helicopter. Oh, spoilers.
Oh my God. So there he is at work. He's having a good time. Everyone loves him.
Oh yeah.
As they ignore him.
There he is trying to get into the elevator. What was he saying? Shmooshla? Shmooshla? Pointing down.
Japan 4.
Japan 4. There he is with his wife. Now, that other review that's online, guys, I want to bring this up because they have said point blank that there is an editing mistake. That the color correction for this scene is wrong, and I beg to differ. You're wrong.
What's wrong with the color in this?
Now, okay, you see this picture? We'll go into the next one. And for fuck, there we go. So you see her right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, these are totally out of order, but we'll find it. Anyhow, well, let's go back to that other one. Why did this happen? So in this photo here, those other movie reviewers, they're saying that the color correction is off and she looks blue. But if you look at the background, there's nothing but blue objects there. And I'm going to beg to differ and say that's not what happened there.
She doesn't look blue.
It was just the angle of the camera. The next one has it looking blue, but the way that the camera's pointed, it's picking the light up off the blue surfaces in the background.
Does she drive a blue car and live in a blue house?
I'm blue.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. There we see Anthony Michael Hall. Everyone remembers him from
Yeah.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Weird
him?
Science.
Oh my
That's
god,
him.
that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I didn't watch Weird Science.
Really?
Really.
Why not? It's a good film.
See that guy in the background? He's like, oh,
He's
I
looking
could have
at-
done
sure.
that.
He's trying not to look at the camera. That's what he's doing. Look at that.
Mhm.
Fail. You're
Trying not
fired.
to ruin the scene. Yeah.
You don't get to
You're
be an
fired
extra
from
anymore.
Tom Green's
Get out of here.
$2.5
Yeah.
million movie.
He starts to show him the
X-ray
drawings. It's a bag of eyeballs. A bag of orangutan eyeballs. I love that.
in sauce.
Obviously, I used this for the thumbnail tonight. Oh, let's blow my brains out. I love his comedy. I know a lot of people are taken
Don't?
aback by it. Yeah.
Actually,
Now,
you know what? Watching this, I haven't laughed this much in a little while. It's been a while.
Been a while, eh? Cool.
I enjoyed it.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There we go.
Although I typo squeezy.
Oh,
So
there's a chat.
we do
People
got chat
chatting.
going. Now, Tronics, you were saying something before the show, and let's dive into it. Let's dive in here. Deep
All
dive.
right.
Now,
Deep fakes.
Feel free to hit me in the comments because a lot of people are probably going to be upset, but I didn't even crack a smile.
now, is that because you're hungover or you're drunk or both?
It's because I didn't find it funny. For
Really?
me, it didn't hold up from when I watched it 19 years ago. The style of comedy just didn't do it for me. I've lo- wa- I recently watched Modern Family, and I laughed more at that than I, broke a smile at this.
Ariel
Is
Winter
that's
when she
that
gets
Bill
older.
Burr show?
Which one?
Modern Family.
No,
No. Modern Family is it's got Al Bundy. What the hell is his name?
I forget what his name is.
Yeah, Gloggity Glug is my name right now. But yeah, it's got and then Sofia Vergara, if you guys know who that is. She was on another show that I really liked where they Knights of Prosperity. That's where I first discovered her. And she was basically the plot of that show is to rob Mick Jagger's house. It's ridiculous, but
But do they have the moves like Jagger?
oh man, let's walk a thin line of copyright strike.
I didn't sing. I spoke.
I know.
Do they though? Do they have the
Yes,
moo hoo hoo
yes.
hoo 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 hooves?
It's actually a lot like there's a movie later on with Ben Stiller where they try to steal that guy's gold or whatever. It's
Who?
almost the same
Anthony
movie.
Michael Hall's gold?
It's Anthony Michael Hall's gold. Yeah, he seems rich, doesn't he? He's like, I'm rich. So
Some of
I like
his weird science money.
weird side. Damn it. I think that song's by Oingo Boingo, who is Danny Elfman, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned.
I'll be damned. Well, I know you want to watch Forbidden Zone, and the entire Elfman cult is in that.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
They're huge in Hollywood. Like, if you do the research, it's like, whoa, that
hmm
family is
I was reading
gigantic.
about that.
Just like the Baldwins.
Uh-huh. The Baldwins have been invaded.
Weird science. So he's saying to him in this scene, be the animal. You didn't find that funny?
No, he said
Get
to know
inside the
the
animal.
yeah, get inside the animal.
Yeah, you want
Oh.
me to get inside?
I almost died for this. I forgot all about it. Like that just
See, I'm cracking a smile at you guys laughing at this, but I didn't crack a smile at this during the movie.
Oh,
Your
man.
is that
reaction
a
was
real
funnier
deer?
than the
That's
actual
that's
movie.
is that a real like butchered
I was wondering that. Like,
deer?
is it real? Like, it doesn't look like a prop at all. Like, they just like cut open a damn deer. Because
Like
if
that would
you've
if you made that movie now, Nambla or sorry, not Nambla,
Nambla, what
FEMA,
the hell?
FEMA would be really upset. You're the same assholes.
Nambla, the North American was this stuff for North American man
Man
boy
Boy Love
love.
Association.
Whoa. Well, I think
Yeah,
they'd probably protest this movie.
South Park.
Maybe they'd be in favor of it. I don't know. I'm
I
gonna
don't
talk.
think they would have an opinion on it. But FEMA,
Oh my God! You mean PETA? FEMA?
sorry.
Oh my God!
Oh, they're all
Nambla.
assholes anyway. Fuck them.
Oh my God! So I like this. Do you think that was a dummy or like Because I
Oh,
tried to
oh,
get a
I
good shot.
died there.
I tried to get a good shot of this out frame by frame, and I think like they hit a stunt person with a vehicle and then let him slide. Because I don't see a switch out. Like, did Tom Green just let himself get hit by a truck?
I doubt it.
I don't know if you've watched the Tom Green show. It's quite possible to tell you the truth.
I don't know though. Could you imagine like being a truck driver and like hitting what you thought was a deer, and then it's a guy wearing a deer?
Because deer often stand on their hind legs in the middle of the road.
That's true.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
So we get to see his delicious eating habits too. I thought that was funny. He's going home from LA. He failed. He failed. Like it's over. He's going home.
Got in a fight at the sandwich shop.
Yeah, we know what he's watching. Well, he goes back to the horse farm there. The studding horse is getting it on. He's
Doing his job.
doing what he's made to do. Breeding.
That would definitely upset PETA. Is it PETA?
I don't know. Would it?
FEMA?
Everyone's so upset at everything nowadays. I don't know. Sure.
Oh yeah.
Let's riot.
I've never had roast beef served like that before. I kind of want to now.
Yeah,
So I
what is
mean,
that
like,
served on?
I
Is
thought
that
that was meatloaf.
And corn.
is that corn that it's on top of with
Yeah,
broccoli?
corn with a ring of
It's in like
broccoli.
a
Oh,
pool of corn.
this looks delicious. And then are those carrots or are they Cheetos? I can't tell.
Baby carrots.
I'm guessing
All
they're
right.
carrots.
I wish they were Cheetos, but that's what
But
happens when you're
Tom
keto.
Green wanted to eat his chicken sandwich.
You're gonna eat your roast beef. So moving on, we meet Harlan Wayans. You know, they're at their half pipe. I honestly wish I had a half pipe exactly like that. That's my dream.
That's funny. When I was a little kid, the
What's up?
neighborhood kids, one of the neighborhood kids, they had a half pipe,
Right.
um, and I never went on it. And then,
Boo.
yes,
Go
it
ahead.
got broken, and somebody blamed me for it. I got framed for like destroying this kid's half pipe.
Kidding me.
Yeah, and like
Was it in his
we,
yard or
yeah,
was
it
it
was
like
in his
okay?
backyard.
Oh come on. What are you like? Are you one of the daggers from Thrashin'?
I
There's a
would put a
reference no
chain
one gets.
across it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't they do that in Thrashin'?
Yeah,
Didn't they put
skate locals only.
ramp locals?
Yeah, ramp locals.
Ramp locals. So we see Harlan with his appendage quite broken there. Sorry, just can't stop. Uh, that's good. Like he drops in and just like eats it. He's like, I don't know. I'm in dress shoes. Now, at the time this came out, wasn't he in that Half Baked movie as well?
Yeah.
That's
He's in
him.
a lot of stuff.
I never recognize him, man.
Oh, I always recognize him, man.
There's everyone's favorite scene of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that was intentional, like in the script, or like Tom just
Tom.
did that?
That's all Tom Green, just being Tom Green. I think
I
this
know,
whole
right?
movie is an expose of Tom Green's
Do you
absurd entertainment.
do you remember the Moose episode from his show?
Yeah. Wasn't he fucking the moose?
Watch
Didn't
your
he
language,
fucking
young
moose?
man. Yes,
Sorry.
he
Didn't he
has coitus
perform?
with a dead moose.
Uh,
So we get our introduction to Betty. You know, good old Betty. She was in Super Troopers, wasn't her? Wasn't she Ingrid or
Yep.
Ulcerd or is that her name?
She was
Also,
the
She's
one
the
of the town cops.
hmm
oh yeah.
She's in part two, right?
Yes.
Right. I like part two. There she is, giving her number. Here's my digits. I will apologize for one thing here, guys. I got all of these images off of the DVD, and for some reason in 2001, DVDs are 720p.
Ugh.
I know. I'm like, what
You
is
don't
this?
say.
Yeah, they're not even. Did we have 1080 back then? I know we had 1440, like square. Yeah, 720p. Good times. And we learn here that she is in a wheelchair. I, I don't know if that was for shock value. What do you think? How do
I
you guys feel
think
about that?
I think it was for the scene that comes after when he's talking to his friend.
Okay, explain that scene.
How he starts calling him phobic of disabled people and
Right, right. Okay, good.
what's wrong with you and
I gotta tell you, she's pretty good looking. I wouldn't care if she's in a wheelchair.
well, it means she could run away from you.
Roy, what on earth are you doing?
Rubbing a stain off my couch.
Oh,
Don't ask what sort of
good
stain.
job.
As soon as I saw the wheelchair girl, I was just like,
Yeah, that was it. Splat. Get out the Scotch guide. So I like this scene. I think it's funny. Like, you got the Native American women. They start chanting. Like it's so absolutely random, right? He's like, "I'm a doctor." He spreads her legs open. He's supposed to just be visiting Harlan, but no. And they're chanting away. Tom's gonna deliver the baby. There we see the delivery. Oh my god, this is classic. It's classic to me. It might not be for everybody. It is a gross out comedy from 2001. They don't make those anymore because little babies will get upset. Ooh. But
It didn't upset me. I just didn't laugh. It didn't get me.
it's not for everyone. Maybe not now. The first time we watched this, you were fucking hollering.
Yeah, but that was 19 years ago.
Right. We rented this from 20 years ago. Rented this from Video Update. If you
Yeah.
guys have ever been to Video Update, click subscribe. What are you doing? Remember
If
that?
you have,
99 cent?
if you haven't, subscribe.
Hit subscribe, right. If you think Roy should rub one out on his own times, hit subscribe.
just rubbing off a stain off my couch.
That's what that is. I believe you.
Rubbing the stain.
We believe you. Keep rubbing that stain, pal. Moving right along. So she's like, "Give me my baby." I absolutely love that scene. It's so funny. Moving right along. So this,
Oh yeah,
It's right
Yeah.
from the beginning.
ad skateboard.
right?
shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know what's with this app today. It's just randomly grabbing photos, but we can talk. It doesn't have to be in order. You guys need to watch the movie to understand the movie. And look how baggy those jeans are. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Remember wearing jeans like that? Holy crap.
Remember when that shit was like cool?
Big baggy jeans like that? Wow. But yeah, he actually did that stunt. There's no stunt double. I went frame for frame looking for one. I thought maybe Tony Hawk did it. It's a board slide on a curb, as if Tom Green can't do it.
I just didn't know if he actually skateboarded or not, so I didn't.
No, he does. Actually skates.
I didn't know if he could actually do any of the tricks that he was doing. In
Honestly,
this
this guy predates. Well, he's around the time of Big Brother, and he predates Jackass. But Jackass came from Big Brother. If you guys don't know that, Big Brother magazine. Basically, they just took what is it? CK1 crew with the Big Brother crew and put them together. Let's get all the crazy people together, and you get Jackass.
Big pile of goo.
What was Tom Green ever on Jackass? I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
I will ask a search browser.
Our favorite one, Google. They run my channel. Thank you, Google. Okay,
no,
go. Don't say
I
that.
thought you were gonna use like web crawler
Use Web Spider.
or Netscape. Oh no, Netscape's a browser. Sorry, Netscape.
Rocket. Magellan. Remember that search engine?
Angel Fire.
Excite.
Mm,
Yahoo's still around, right?
some of them, yeah.
I know.
I don't know if Yahoo is still around as a search engine, but like,
He was not.
Never. Wow, that's strange because I know he's friends with Tony Hawk, but Tony Hawk was only a guest on that show. So
There's a reason he wasn't on it.
Well, let's
Oh,
find out.
do tell.
He
Do
had
tell.
testicular cancer 6 months before Jackass aired.
All right. And then Drew
Hmm.
Barrymore left him and burnt their house down.
And he was off TV until he beat it and got the new
He's
Tom Green show in
yeah, he did that.
2002.
He did that in his house, and he
Yeah.
had to like basically buy an internet backbone, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he was on The Apprentice
I just watched that
with
episode the
Andrew
other day.
Dice Clay.
Mm-hmm. Trump fires him. President Trump yells at Tom Green, "You're fired!" Man, I didn't watch that show. I didn't watch it even once. It's like when you don't have cable, you only had two choices. You can watch The Apprentice. You can watch the channel that barely comes in on the rabbit ears. It's like just. You can watch. I don't even know it was on Channel 9 at that time. I mean, Punjabi Theater, and then Fear Factor. Well, I'm watching Fear Factor,
Oh
guys.
yeah,
Oh
Joe
yeah,
Rogan.
hell yeah. I used to love Fear Factor because eat some cockroaches and do stupid stuff. It's like, or I can watch this like grumpy old millionaire fire celebrities.
The only
Fear Factor.
things, the only things that bothered me in Fear Factor was the snakes and spider things.
Ooh, eh?
Yeah, like
You
gross.
don't like snakes?
Nope.
I hate snakes.
Okay, Indiana Jones.
So we see Tom back at Betty's apartment. There's her rockets. She is
Like,
a rocket
those are
scientist.
rockets.
There she is.
That's when he falls in love.
Right. I'm falling in love. So we get the delightful scene of them and their lovemaking.
So you know why those wheels are blacked out?
No, why?
Wow.
So you can't see your legs.
Oh my fucking god.
Really?
You wrecked it. You
Way to
ruined it.
go.
You
But
ruined the illusion. Good job.
you think
Thumbs
she's
up to
actually
this guy.
getting nailed in the legs with the bamboo cane?
You know,
course
Did you
before
see
you
what's in the corner
said your
here?
piece, this was a masterpiece of cinema. Now it's
See what's
just
in the corner back here?
What's up? Let's see. No?
what? A wheelchair?
Your guitar? Ooh, yo, show everyone the guitar real quick.
That looks like a
Putting
Fender
this on
Strat.
pause. Nice. That's an American Fender Strat. That's expensive.
Ooh.
Very expensive.
I've decided with my spare time to start playing again.
Nice. Nice. But as you were saying, Mobius, I agree. I think this is a masterpiece. I think it was. I believe we were going to talk about this on the stairs. I actually believe this is ahead of its time, but only by 10 years. Because you can't make this nowadays. I know you were about
No.
to say that. This
No.
never happened. Like, never.
Yeah, you piss off so many people
There'd be like,
who are part of organizations that are, their
That-
sole purpose for existing is to get pissed off at things and go on
Mhm.
Twitter and be like, "Ah, that's not cool."
yeah, Puritan values. We are all going to be Quakers soon. Genderless Quakers. Okay, I'll move on. After doing stairs again, a little tipsy
Stop.
there. Stop with that kind of talk. Where still thought this scene was hilarious. She's like, I can feel it tingle. And we have the accident. I know.
Oh shit! Love it.
I'm not exactly experienced in caning. That destroyed me. I mean, you know what she's saying there.
Yeah.
So, I didn't want to get too deep into this with everybody, but because we don't have the information. But is she like paralyzed from the upper waist down or the lower waist down?
I'm gonna have to say upper.
Right.
Yeah, because she insists on.
Oral.
Yeah.
What's the other word? Fellatio.
Yes.
Let's be professionals about this.
Yeah.
Or the Quakers are coming. They're gonna come burn the show down. All right.
Do you want to quote of what she exactly said?
What
What's
did she
that?
say?
Exactly?
Yes, please quote it.
Come here, I want to suck your cock.
Here come the Quakers wearing the Quaker outfits. They're pure, you're gonna burn for as a witch now.
Call me
This
boss.
yeah.
Ah! Scramble the jets. I'm offended.
Everyone get together. Tweet his boss. Uh-oh, you know what's happening.
You can tweet him at Julian Orbit on.
Lose your job.
Loseyourjob.org. I heard she is her smile is infectious in this. I gotta say, like
How could you say no to that?
she's having fun,
I
like
don't
just
know.
being
Those
there.
teeth. Those teeth are pretty vicious looking.
I like that.
TMI, bud. TMI.
Wow. Well,
That's the
she
best
must
shot.
be good at it because Tom Green's.
I'm sure she's, very talented.
That's a no
She's
face if I ever saw one.
she's a rocket scientist as well. You know that. Well, you didn't see the allegory between that rockets
No, I didn't.
and
Did you
very
see her?
phallic.
She likes large, hard things.
Rockets because they're long and hard and hot.
They explode. Moving right along. Doodle
Doodly doo doo doo. Oh
Oh, so
yeah, the wet
yeah,
suit.
this scene that was
I
funny.
found a treasure.
I didn't get the next shot because that other movie review people
Who's his
had that.
dad? Who's the dad?
Rip
The
Torn.
actor. Rip Torn. Man, Rip Torn in this. I'm surprised you don't have a shot of him yet. Do you have any shots of him?
There's gonna be shots, don't worry.
Because the Rip Torn, he killed it in this.
Dude, also in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Rip Torn. Is he still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Apparently he got so drunk one time he broke into a bank and his excuse is that it was his house. I thought it was my house.
Love you, Rip Torn.
Yeah, we love you. Get one of those. Moving right along. Boom. Backwards man, the backwards man, backwards man.
I
Oh,
almost wanted to record that to put it into a song.
you can get that song. It's online.
Huh.
I even think there's a soundtrack for this. Backwards man,
Interesting.
backwards. Oh, back to the beginning. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, he comes over for just to console with her, and she's like, "Come here."
Give me that dick.
The dinner.
That poor kid.
I didn't go too much into the kid because that was the focus of someone else's review. So, we all know the kid gets hurt nonstop. Every 2 seconds, that kid's screaming and bleeding. I want to focus on lovely scenes like this. When he jumps up there and the maitre d' says, "This is a fancy restaurant."
Oh man.
It's a fancy restaurant.
See, that's exactly the type of restaurant I like to avoid. Because 90% of the time I find the food is overpriced. No, actually very good.
Just fried in
I-
butter. Everything
I
is
can
fried.
I can make it better at home myself. Why would
Or
I
f-
go
or
there and
like
spend $100 a plate? Like,
Right.
Or faux places in what was it, Yellowknife,
Yukon.
and
White House.
also
Table
anywhere
flip.
anywhere that's like you have to dress like this to eat here. It's like, or I could just go eat somewhere where I can be comfortable.
Yeah, I'm going to a beach taco shack so I can wear flip flops. Uh,
Board shorts and shirts not
well,
mandatory.
screw underwear. You start spraying his dad
Screw
down.
clothes. I'm gonna eat naked in my kitchen.
I've done it. The cop, get down from there, asshole. I thought that was hilarious.
I recognize her.
I know. I couldn't quite place her. I mean, IMDb is not a great source of things.
Cop 1, Cop 2. Ah, yes,
Yeah.
this is the scene from this movie.
hmm This is in all the trailers too.
Mm.
I remember seeing trailers for this, and I'm like, what the fuck?
The actual scene from this movie wasn't in the movie. It's in the extra stuff at the end of the movie.
Is
Mm-hmm.
it?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Also, where him and Drew Barrymore make out.
No, not that one.
Ah. Oh.
When he's
I
in the
said also.
cheese factory. Cheese
Yeah,
sandwich factory.
I didn't quite catch that. I was grabbing these shots and getting the hell out the door. So this is where his dad destroys the half pipe. He's so pissed off at him. And I know you guys are like, you know how much one of those costs? Like, I bet. How much do you think a half pipe? That's what, a 4.5 foot? How much do you think that costs to build
30
one?
bucks.
Lumber costs? I'm
I'm
gonna say
talking
it's probably like 500-600 bucks of lumber plus the metal rod and that goes across the top.
the coping.
Yeah.
No, times. What'd you say? How much? 500,
700.
700.
And this scene is actually the scene in the movie where they messed up
Mm-hmm.
because in one shot it still shows the part that goes over the lawn that they
Yeah,
launch off of, and then in this shot it's gone.
right.
This is where they
So
messed up.
what if I told you that ramp could cost you anywhere from 5 to 10 grand easy, and that
Making
doesn't
it
even have
yourself?
that doesn't even. Oh yeah, and that doesn't even have masonite on it. Once you add that masonite, oh my god, just.
Why? Why?
I I owned a skate park, guys. I know how much these things cost, and I've been building them since I was a kid.
But it's just lumber.
I know. I'm telling you, dude, it's so expensive to build one. Like when we were kids, we would steal all the lumber. We're little bastards. Go right into a construction site. Me and my I'm like 11 years old. Me and my buddy, we'd grab like the biggest like sheets of lumber we could lift up, and then throw like 2x4s, as many as, and just walk away. And construction guys are staring at us. And my buddy Ben's like, "My dad's your boss. He wants us to take this." He goes, "Oh, okay." That's
I can
Dr-
see like
Con
10 pieces of plywood plus 2x4s and then the coping.
It costs a lot. Like without this is without masonite. With masonite, minimum 5 grand, and that's if you build it correctly too. Like
What's
this isn't
masonite?
reinforced at all. So, moving along, the more you know. Doot, doot, doot. You know, come on. So, could someone tell me what's happening in this scene?
He's jumping out the window of the shrink's office
Mm-hmm.
after saying that his dad fingered his little brother.
He's a member of NAMBLA.
He's a card carrying member. Oh my! I'm still dying from that. That was good. And we see the social worker going to his old. Well, how old is his brother again? 20.
25?
Oh, damn it! Out of order, crap. There he is.
She goes to his house.
He's like, I'm 25. You're coming with us.
Yeah, that's when I'd start hitting people. Like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, he lives by himself, dude. It's hilarious. And in this scene, what was his father saying to him?
Oh, he's like,
Fuck me.
Rip Torn.
Put it right in my
you wanna
ass.
fuck me? Put it right in there.
You know, it's funny. I was more interested in all the skateboards that he has on the walls and the two longboards there. I'm like, what are those?
I wonder how much of that is improv. Like that's just Rip Torn. Just
I think a lot of this was completely improv. I think the script was very loose and barely there. Like, I mean, Tom Green's the one directing it, right? So, I think these two were just having a lot of fun together.
Probably.
If that scene,
Go nuts, Rip.
stick one right in there. Go ahead. He's like, just, he keeps saying it to him, and yeah, I basically grabbed this one because Tronics, if you remember, I used to own that shirt, exact shirt, and I was gonna look up. I was trying to find pictures of it, but yeah, that's a drawers shirt, better known as DC now. Drawers clothing.
It's a long sleeve as well.
Mine was a long sleeve. I still have it. It's like falling apart and should go in a garbage can, but so we get this scene where she is testing out her rocket powered wheelchair. It fails, and there's Tom and his awesome LeBaron. I wish I owned that car. Sick. Who could forget this? This is one of those timeless scenes. I wonder what building this actually is, though. Like maybe like a school or something, and they just put that hand painted sign.
Sponsored by Nambla.
Moving along. I know we got a lot of pictures to go through, guys, but he's making sandwiches again, causing a ruckus at like the fake Subway there, and he sees Betty on TV, and he gets inspired. Look, that's a face of inspiration, right?
Certainly.
And this is when his dad's looking for him. Where is he? He goes to the guy's work and strangling him. I love this
Rip
part.
Torn.
Just losing it. We see Anthony Michael Hall looking at his new inspiration, right?
Zebra family.
Yeah, this is where his dad throws his wife.
Drew Barrymore into. At first, I was like, "Why are there like crates with like radioactive symbols? This makes no fucking sense." And then I remember it's like a
Radioactive animation, I think it's called.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
There she is.
Radioactive.
Owie. Ouchies. Nice. Good old Rip Tard going to the office and chasing after him. You son of a bitch. That's so awesome. The security dragging him away.
Laughing the whole time.
Yeah, I like
Great.
that he thinks it's a
Great
bit, right?
television.
He's like, this is great. This is where he signs the $1 million check over, which I'm gonna agree with those other guys. I think this is a parody of them giving Tom Green way too much money to do whatever the hell he wanted. And get to see it. I have hooves. Zebras in America. I actually would watch this show if they would have made it. Looks good. Thoughts, feelings, or do I just keep talking?
What's with the shark?
I don't know. This is one of those scenes I just can't figure out. Like, did they have a party the night before and just left it on there? Like, who cares?
It's
Is
not
that
a
Tom
baby
Green's
shark.
car? I want a shark. Shark car. I used to own a shark car. Did you know Tiburon means shark in Spanish? Shark car. And here, we're getting close now. Rents an actual helicopter. And the thing I can tell you guys right now, they are $7,000 an hour to rent. I know. I've had to do it to travel to Sigachik.
I know. I rent my helicopter out all the time.
Oh, good for you. And he gives Betty the bag of jewels.
I wonder if those are the
And
same jewels from the Goonies.
now, could someone please tell me what she says in this scene?
I just want to suck a cock,
And she says it twice.
Yeah, even if you're poor,
even if you're poor.
we could just stay at home.
Right. She doesn't care. That's a catch.
That's cheaper.
That's a keeper. Oh yeah. Well, he gave her a bag of jewels. I mean, that's
His family jewels.
Oh, that actress was probably just cracking up during that whole thing. This is so ridiculous. Now we get the scene where he breaks into the house. He's gonna go kidnap his dad. He's got $1 million to blow on nonsense. His dad's waking up. What I like about this is a callback to the Tom Green Show. If you guys have never watched it, check it out. He's back on YouTube, everybody. Get in there. There's reruns. Not all the stuff is there though, because it probably get his channel taken
Copyright
down.
again.
Yeah. Welcome back, Tom. 7 years is a long time. We missed you. But yeah, that is a callback to his old show where he'd wake up his parents. He's doing it before Bam ever did that. And in this scene, I'm going to agree with Mike. What was his name? Mike Sloska? Mike Pierogi? Whatever. I love their show too. I actually think, I don't know if this is in the script, but he's literally making fun of the movie company for giving him that amount of money. He's like, easy come, easy go. And here we are. Yes, we all want to hear Mobobius taking a big old vape.
It's a lifestyle.
My Xbox vapes. There we go. So he spent a lot of money to transport that piece of the house to Pakistan. This is Pakistan, right? And this scene here, does anyone not agree this is a callback to Buster Keaton? You know, the scene where the side of the house falls down and that was actually real? Or this is obviously not real, but I think it's callback. It's nice. Ooh, proud. And go move on.
Ah, yes.
The most important scene in the entire film.
Yes.
Because he had learned to do this earlier. This is like he's growing as a character and learning new skills. Because the entire movie, all he wants to do is make his father proud. That's the entire story. He wants to make his father proud and he wants to, live his dreams.
Yeah.
This is an important film, guys. It really is.
Somebody who would do that to an elephant just to make their father proud.
He goes really far, but I mean, there's a deeper meaning to all of this in this film, such as this.
Yeah, it's like that scene in Akira. The teddy bear.
Yes.
Or
very
no, the
deep.
car. The teddy bear car.
Very, very deep stuff. He's in there. You did all this with your doodles? I'm proud. And then they get taken by
captured by Al Qaeda.
Mm-hmm. I love that scene. I think it's funny. We're almost done here, guys. We're gonna drag this out. I took a screenshot of this because that is obviously a really, really cheaply made set. Like, those aren't windows. That's paper with
if I was
light.
from Pakistan, I might be offended by this. Like, you think this is how we do television in Pakistan?
They've got good TV.
The little tassels hanging from the camera. Like, isn't that a little racist?
Okay, I'm just going to stop on this for a second. Let's get back into this. Like, 2000, well, if you come back on screen, anyhow, but this came out 2001, right? During the gross out comedy, like, epidemic. There's American Pie, there's this, there's a million of them. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and name, but it was all like about gross out comedy. There's a Scream series. There's the fake Scream series, Scary Movie or whatever. They all had that like thing going on this time.
Summer?
Well, isn't that a little more serious?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a little more serious.
I never paid attention to any of those.
Tronics would know. He used to have a poster of her. And her music CD from Japan.
It's not another scary movie or...
Another teen
scary movie.
Not another teen movie.
That's the one. That's actually not too bad. I've watched it. Doesn't matter, right? But at the time that this came out, I feel like he is taking that gross out thing, right, that he does, and like taking influences from these other films and turning it 180. I think this whole thing's a parody. And I feel it would have been better justified to come out in 2011. What do you guys feel? I think it was 10 years too early.
Possibly.
Yeah, well, it's 20 years old now. Like, I mean, it can't come out now.
No,
Yeah,
no,
the
you'd piss off so many acronym
Quakers and the
groups
rest,
of people who get
FEMAs,
offended by things.
but man, like the detail of stupidity here, I just love it. So we see them playing. This is a callback to a very famous movie with
Indiana
Robert
Jones?
Robert De Niro
Oh,
called The Deer Hunter. So
Right.
let me educate a little bit. The Deer Hunter is a very long, very intense movie where they get taken capture in Vietnam and they get forced to play Russian roulette while the Vietnamese cheer them on, screaming "Tiki Mao,"
Tiki
which
Mao.
I know you watch Family Guy, so you've seen it there.
Nope,
But yeah,
I
they're
don't watch
having a
Family Guy.
good old time. We see the wife.
Shaq!
She's with Shaq. Man, how timely, Shaq. I miss Shaq. Man, remember he was in that movie? He's a genie, and everyone thinks it's Sinbad.
You remember that the fighting game?
I
Shaq
have
Fu?
that. I have that. I have that on
I ha-
Genesis, and I think I have it on Game Gear too.
I had it on Super NES. I bought
Hmm,
it because it was for sale at Radio Shack
like $2.
for like $5 or $2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Shaq Fu.
Did you ever? Here's some
He
more
was a
member berries.
brand.
Member berries for everybody. Blockbuster used to sell uh, games, and I'm not talking used games either. They actually had a section where they sold games in like a bin for like cheap. I bought Phantom 2040 there for like
Oh
four
shit!
dollars.
I remember that.
Awesome game, awesome game. If you like Metroid, that's one you can jump into. Moving along, we're almost done, everyone. We see them. They've been released. They got the long hair. I like Tom and Rip are just the chemistry between them is actually really good. This it's just so ridiculous. I absolutely love this scene. Tronics, thoughts, feelings.
On that scene,
Yeah.
I thought it was better that the younger brother was still in that home and grew out his beard and hair too.
Yes, I missed that shot, but we were in a bit of a hurry today, everyone. Now we see Betty sitting there with Harlan. Ah, Betty.
Just about to do something funny.
She ain't ugly Betty, tell you that much. See them on TV, and this is where his brother's watching. He's in the home of the children.
Channel
Now,
3.
go ahead.
I'll read
You
the one
rock my
sign. When
brown
the
hole.
fuck is this movie going to end?
So did you feel that way?
Um, I was kind of watching it last minute today, so I kind of was. It's like, hurry up, I'm running out of time.
And the second sign there, can you read that to me, Mabob?
I already did.
Oh, what's it say?
You rock my brown hole.
Awesome.
What's with the O?
I don't know.
It's like
Oh,
some
it's
Illuminati message hidden
it's a butthole.
in the O
It's a butthole.
in hole. Or it's the Illuminati.
I just thought I'd grab this. This is where old Timmy, he's still alive. I'm okay.
He survives. He loses all that blood and he's just like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. And that's it.
They were
That's our.
they were at a Guar concert.
Yeah, we are done with
Guar performed at the closing ceremony.
done with that section at least. Look at these stripes. Looks good. So guys, down to the nitty gritty, right? Not even an hour. We're doing good. Dang. Perfect.
59.
So, who wants to go first? Anyone? You
This
good?
guy.
All right.
This guy.
This guy, mate. Let's
Oh.
get the critic in here.
Alright, you
Yeah.
want me to go first?
All
Yeah.
right. Would you watch this again?
No.
Why?
Because it didn't make me laugh.
Wow.
So what's the point of watching a comedy if you don't find it funny?
Okay.
But then again,
Hey,
I didn't enjoy the jackass stuff either, so.
there you go. Would you recommend it to anyone though?
Um, yes.
That's good.
Everyone
And
in all the comment sections on every social media platform there is. Go watch it. Do it.
perfect. Check it out. And if you were the director, other than Tom Green, what would you have done differently?
Um, Made it funny? I don't know.
Wow, harsh words from a harsh man. How
I
many
like
stairs?
I like the dig comedy. It makes me laugh more where they like poke fun at each other and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
So like British humor.
No, because British people don't have humor. They don't have anything except for bad tea.
Yeah, they
Wow.
don't even have dental
I said
They don't
tea.
have tea. Oh,
teeth.
No
tea.
tea. Like the drink.
Really, really gross tea.
They think it's good tea, but it's not.
Now, I just want to say something before we even move on. I was looking here, and in 2001, this won the Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Screenplay, Worst Actor, Worst Director, Worst Screen Couple, Worst Picture. Wow.
I wouldn't call it the worst picture.
And the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards, they got Worst Picture, Most Painfully Unfunny Comedy,
I'll
Worst
agree.
Director,
I'll agree
Worst
with.
Actor, and Worst On-Screen Couple. Wow.
I'll agree with most painfully unfunny comedy, but the rest of it, that's.
A little much.
But then again, he did have more chemistry with what's her
Drew
name, the blonde
Barrymore.
girl, than he did with his actual wife. So
Whoa!
just
She
saying.
she
Shots
did
fired.
burn their house down. She burned their damn house down. She
Maybe that's why.
da 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 da. Mobius. So, would you recommend this?
Only to certain people. I wouldn't. I wouldn't like go to like some social outing and be like, "Hey, have you seen Freddy got fingered?"
Why not?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I had like 16 beer in me,
I
I'd
would
be
like,
like, "Oh, I just watched this movie," but like, no. I mean, generally, I'm gonna say no.
but
But
wouldn't you like to play it on every giant screen TV, on every building in every city around the world right now? Just get it up there on the screen playing. Go.
That's a good question. It would be
yeah,
funny.
I, I, I don't know. I think a lot of people would just turn away and be like, ugh.
All right, all right. So, not really recommended. Would you watch this again though?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'd watch it in like 5 years if I
Right.
was like super bored and
Wanted to laugh?
yeah, wanted to laugh at
Nice.
somebody being a jackass.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that. And if you were the director, other than our good friend Tom Green, what would you have done differently?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I feel like this movie is as good as it's gonna get.
I feel it's a masterpiece. So I'm going to agree with that. So, oh, I, well, you know what? We got to move back here. How many stairs are you giving this, Tronics? I forgot.
I don't know. Like as far as watching it, like okay, but as a comedy, it failed me. So like I understand the style of comedy, I understand what they're doing. It just didn't make me laugh. So I think I
Not
gotta
your thing.
do like let's say 90.
Whoa. Emma Bobes. Mabibi. Mababi. How many stars are you going to give this? This is some tough critics here tonight.
Out of 200. Well, it made me laugh quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed pretty hard at a lot of the parts, like the deer
Right.
stuff. Um,
Still laughing.
yeah, but as a movie, I feel like the critics, like the people who said it was like the worst this, the worst that. I've seen plenty of movies. Probably I've seen a few movies came out at the same time as that did that are more
Correct.
deserving of those accolades that it got. Um, the message, there's a good message in there. It's,
Make your
believe in
daddy proud.
yourself and you can achieve anything. Like, he follow your dreams. And that's what he did. He followed his dream of being a cartoonist and
Mm-hmm.
he was inspired. And there's a inspiration, there's love in there.
Yeah,
There's
even a
romance.
screw up can find love.
Yeah, even a skinny loser can find love.
Right.
But I'd give it probably 105,
Whoa.
110.
Okay. Right, I'm sitting in that range. Nice. And while I have you on screen, I know that you like watching bad movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to announce?
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
guess I'll announce that I'll be doing a series about not necessarily bad movies, but movies that are all more off the beaten path, stuff that unsanctioned by Hollywood, independent films, stuff like The Greasy Strangler, movies like
classic.
the Taint,
Classic.
um, and the Forbidden Zone, maybe.
Cult classic. Absolutely.
Yeah, just offbeat stuff that people don't normally watch, people don't normally get exposed to,
Mm-hmm.
and just see if there's any cultural relevance or anything in those
Right.
movies that's meaningful. And I'm just gonna watch them so that you don't have to, because maybe there's something good in there. If you thought this movie was funny, then maybe you'll watch my shit and say, hey, he liked this weird. He liked the Greasy Strangler. Maybe I'll check it out.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Moving on to myself. I know this is the saddest part of the night, everybody. And if you're wondering what that is behind me, it's a painting that I'm never going to show anyone. It's really bad. It's a Venger from Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. Don't ask me why I did that. I had a lot to drink. Somebody asked. Anyhow, would I recommend this? Absolutely. Just maybe not to some of the younger generations. Some people are going to get it. Some people are going to pull their hair out and go on a tirade. It's not for them. That's fine. It's of its time and time period. Leave it there. I think Tom Green is master troll, the king of trolls, and he executed this perfectly because he's basically controlling the movie studio while he made a film. Wow, I loved it. So I would recommend it. Would I watch it again? I watch this once a year, so obviously. I need to get a new copy though. 720p? You kidding me? Is there like a better version of this?
Like a
You can
4K
rent it
version.
on Amazon Prime for $4.
I don't. What? Amazon Prime's free for me. Anyhow, thanks for the advice though. I appreciate that. Um, what would I have done differently? I can't think of anything either. I think this is what it is of its time. I think it's great. You know, I'm glad that this was made. I'm glad this is out there. I don't care if people hate it. That's fine. We all get different tastes. I had a lot of good laughs today. A lot of good laughs. The way that everything is going right now in the world, I needed a good laugh, and this provided it. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to give this 140 stairs, believe it or not, just because I'm looking behind the lines, you know, look behind the scenes here, what he actually did and accomplished. I love the story. I wish there was part two. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm a crazy person. Then again, we live stream twice a week to 10 people.
No.
I think we're all crazy.
That's fine.
Crazy awesome.
What? Oh my god. It's the world's greatest DJ sitting in a bunch of lights. All right, guys. It's been fun. I'm I sincerely thank everyone for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. And Tuesday, Ninja Scroll, Anime Tuesdays. Classic. I know we began giving Roy quite the anime education. I know he's enjoying it.
Animation.
Exactly.
Animation.
And on that note, I just want to let you know you can't break the human spirit, and I love you all. Have a good night, everyone. Don't drink too much. Take an Uber.
Or do drink too much.
And take an Uber.
And stay home.